folks, it's Gadget, just working through this Amiga. Posted a few videos on this already, but I need to discuss troubleshooting a little bit on this thing. The first couple of videos I've done were all captioned, but the troubleshooting is a bit more complicated and I want to talk through it a little bit. So power supply works. I'm getting good voltages out of all that. But when I power it up, I get a composite signal out, but it's a completely black screen, which is an odd failure mode for these because my understanding was they usually fell with a green screen or a purple screen. So black screen's a little unexpected. I'll dig into that separately. The bigger issue is when I look at it, the CPU is doing nothing, basically. It's got clean power coming in. It's got good clock coming in. It's coming out of reset, but it's staying in the halted state. There's zero activity on either the address or data lines, and the halt signal is pulled low. So from there, I started taking a look at chips, started testing things. So I pulled the CPU out, threw it in an Atari 1040 I have just to test it. CPU works fine. Ran some of these other chips through my chip tester. These are the two CIAs that control input and output. One tested good, the other tested bad. The bad test on that, I'm not quite as worried about. It just means things are suspect. I've had that chip tester very frequently mark something as bad when it's good. Generally, these chips that tested good are probably good. The chips that tested bad are maybe bad, maybe not. It's always hard to tell. So this CIA is questionable. I don't think that would prevent things from running unless it's causing some sort of bus error or something. I'm probably going to pull this out and try to see what happens here. Over here, there's these three custom Commodore chips. This one is also testing bad. I think this is either the Gary or the Paula. I forget which. This one I didn't have a test routine for, so I'm not sure what's going on with this. This guy tested good. The other interesting bit here is over here with the BIOS. So the main BIOS is these two chips. This one reads fine. So I was able to put that in my reader and dump it. This one's giving an error. So this is definitely bad. I'm going to be replacing this. The other thing that's interesting here is these two chips. These are usually not populated. But there's a common mod here where people do some extra mods to the board, populate these two slots, and then set things up so you don't have to use a kickstart disk. So normally when you boot up one of these things, you have to pop in a kickstart disk to get it to one stage of booting, then you pop in a second disk for your workbench or whatever you're going to run. So someone added these at some point, and what this likely is a kickstart ROM. So the system boots up off the basic BIOS, loads the kickstart ROM, and then that skips one of the disk loads. But this is a non-standard config here, so I don't know if this was done right or done wrong. It involves the addition of these two chips, changing some of these jumper blocks here, and then possibly some bodges as well, based on what I've been reading, but I don't actually see any of those bodges, so it's questionable if this was ever in a working state. So this could be part of the problem as well. I'm going to dig into it a bit more and find out, but just wanted to give folks a checkpoint of where this is sitting. So thanks much, and talk to you soon.